Gilmore FanGirls discussion panel. I'm Jamie Soares, and our guests today are Danae Banning, a Gilmore Girls fan since 2001, and Rachel Insall, recently a Gilmore virgin, now a diehard fan. So, hello ladies.
Hi.
Rachel, let's start with you. What drew you to become a Gilmore Girls fan in the first place?
You told me I had to. I mean, seriously. You strong-armed me, made me sit down, watch the first episode with you, and kind of went home and watched the next 6 by myself.
That did happen, yeah. And then you watched the whole thing.
I did.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of my roommate and another girlfriend. Every time they came in the door, I had Gilmore Girls on.
You didn't convert anyone else?
They had both seen it before. So, I mean, they would sit down and watch with me, but they were like, Shelby would walk in the door, Gilmore Girls again? Hi!
Danae, after being a fan for so many years, what draws you to still keep watching the show?
Because it's never boring. Like every single time I watch it, I realize another reference that I missed the first time.
Oh my gosh, the fast talking. Like, I must have seen the series on Netflix and my DVDs back there. I must have seen it each episode at least 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still catching things that I never saw before, like constantly.
There's no way they can actually talk that fast. They have to, like, be sped up in production. I mean, it's almost chipmunk talk.
Chipmunk talk. What are you guys most looking forward to in the revival? Like, what questions do you have? What are you looking forward to finding out?
I want to see who they end up with. That way I can see if I need to
Romantic
be angry.
interest.
Yeah, so I can see if I'm angry or if I'm content with who they end up with.
Rachel,
You are emotionally invested.
Yes, I am. I'm very emotionally invested.
I think almost everyone is who's a really big fan.
Well, being a fan for 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's a long time to be not emotionally invested. So.
Right. And as many times as you've seen it,
Mhm.
too. What about you? What are you looking forward to?
Actually, I felt a little bit cheated in the story around Luke's relationship with his daughter, and I want to see if that comes into the storyline and see what kind of dad this pretty great guy actually ended up being.
Without the stress of Anna and all of that, yeah, because then he barely got custody of her, partial custody of her, and
then it was over.
Then the series was over, right?
Right.
But we do know from IMDb that she is going to be in the series.
His daughter
April
will be.
is, yeah.
Very cool.
So at least get some kind of resolution for her too.
And she's
Yeah.
like in college now, or maybe, don't quote me on that, she might have graduated, but
Well, she's
That
also
was-
in that other show too.
yeah.
Wasn't it some other show she's been in? So
I'm sure someone watching the video can post in the comments how old April's going to be exactly in the new series.
I'm sure somebody knows.
Yeah, that was a thread of the storyline that I just felt was unresolved at the end that made me just go like, but
Yeah, that's good. I think everybody wants to know who they're going to end up with. It looks like from the new trailer that Lorelai is still with Luke. I mean, we don't know if they're married. We don't know what's been going on with that.
But it also looks
What's
like
the-
she's doubting their relationship.
well, that's just the reality of being in a relationship.
Well, it
But with
sort of
how long
seems
have they
like
been
to me-
together though?
It sort of seems like to me that she's not really doubting the relationship. It's like she's in a rut kind of in her life, and she's maybe wanting to explore some new options because she seems like she's like, this is the same old every day, 10 years. What's new? Nothing.
But
So
they also had the stories of how she would get bored real quick and then the fight or flight thing would happen. It happened with almost every one of her exes.
yep, it sure did.
But
But
I
she's been with Luke for 10 years now, so
well, much longer than that.
well, they had the breakups. They got back together on the very last episode, so
Right. But just the friendship I mean, they
Oh,
had
yeah.
like 10 years of friendship before they ever got
Decades.
together.
Yeah,
so,
So at
Decades
least since they moved into Stars Hollow, when however old Rory was, add that to their relationship, and
Yep, exactly. You're right. So,
let's face it, he's a boy.
yeah,
Like,
boys are slow starters sometimes. So, favorite places in Stars Hollow?
It's a toss-up between the Dragonfly Inn and the diner. I'm like, the entrepreneurial, eclectic part of me loves the Dragonfly Inn, loves Suki's kitchen, the whole 9 yards, but I like the laid backness of Luke's diner as well. And the no stress, no pressure. Because Luke was never stressed.
And
Yeah.
and Rachel has a plan to one day open her own bed and breakfast, so.
Maybe.
Well,
See. If it doesn't happen in 10 years, it ain't happening.
well, she's looking for it, so she's looking for one to buy.
Or to even manage.
Yeah.
But
So, Danae.
I'd probably say the town square just because like the gazebo's there and all the town events happen there, and even just seeing Rory randomly reading at the bus stop before going to Chilton, or
Oh yeah.
like
And they always light it up. I love when they have some kind of event and they just light up the whole town square with the little twinkle lights and everything.
like their Christmas, and then the school had the festival and everything like that. There's just
the Festival of Light.
yeah, there's always some kind of event. Like it's like even Dean made the joke of, does every holiday get celebrated here or something like that? So
They make some up.
Yeah. like even what like I'm sure they do something for Groundhog Day or whatever. So
Yeah, they do. Every single holiday has something. What about favorite supporting characters?
I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't look like Mrs. Kim will be.
She's in one episode.
Oh, she is, just because she was always
Yes.
just because every time she'd get mad or.
Is she one of your favorites? Top three favorite supporting cast members.
Kirk, Mrs. Kim, just because Kirk is ridiculous. I love the ridiculousness of Kirk. You can't go wrong with Kirk.
No, you can't. You're right. He adds a depth.
Idiot!
Yes.
Well, idiot, but he adds a depth to the show. Like he fills out the making it feel like a real town, you know?
Because he's a small town weirdo
Yeah, there's
kind of
some
thing.
kind of weirdo in every town, you
Like
know?
all the jobs that he has,
Yeah.
and he's everywhere,
Yep.
and he's awkward, and look at how whenever I want reservations so I can date Lulu, and like I've gone to the bathroom like 5 times and she still hasn't left.
She might like you. Yep.
And then I
So-
kind of hope Half Alien, like everyone from Half Alien,
That
is there.
Half Alien will be in
Like even
one
Gil.
episode, I think.
Even Gil.
Yeah,
I want Gil
I
back too.
think they're all in there for one episode. I'm pretty sure. We'd have to check IMDb again, but yeah, I think so. So your top 3: Mrs. Kim, Kirk, and Half Alien.
Mhm.
What about you?
I think Mr. Gilmore is one of my favorites.
Oh, it's gonna be so sad that he's gone.
I know. That's what's going to be hard. He was always one of my favorites.
But at least they're going to incorporate that giant painting, and that's going to be
It takes up the
hysterical.
whole wall.
Like that's going to be hysterical to see. Well, like, it's going to be sad to see Emily go through that, but just
Yeah.
to see how Lorelai and Rory make it like, but why is that here? Why is it the whole wall?
Yeah. Right. And I really did love him too. I mean, it's extremely sad he's not going to be in the new series.
Yeah, I'm like, talk about a man of patience.
With 3 Gilmore Girls,
A man
right?
of patience.
Right.
And he had his moments of stupid boy, but then there were always nuggets of wisdom, that he brought to the table that I appreciated. So he was one of my favorites. I have to think about. I have to think about the other two. I'm like,
Let's see.
I can narrow it down to one, but now you want me to come up with two more,
Yeah,
and I
for
have
me.
to like choose between.
I would probably pick my favorite supporting cast, Jackson. He's one of my favorites. And then probably Michelle and Paris.
She always has something like you think like she always comes up with some kind of political snappy reference that you're like, what?
Well, and not only that, but she just like, she blurts out her opinions, you know,
Like
and
she
like.
no censor wall at all.
Does that remind you of anyone?
Babette and Miss Patty are cool.
Oh yeah,
Because they're always
Yes.
gossiping.
They're awesome.
I love Miss Patty.
I love Babette and Miss
And her
Patty.
and Babette's gnomes and her tiny house, and they're all like hunched
In
over in her house.
I could second Jackson. I mean, because who doesn't love a produce man?
Of course, free produce.
Right?
And he's just like his personality is just very adorable. Like it's not like too adorable, but it's just like, oh, he's just being sweet, you know?
And he invented the Razquat.
Or the zucchini tush.
Yeah.
And it's a fruit named after a butt, Jackson.
So, yeah, Mr. Gilmore Jackson.
You kind of remind me a little bit of Miss Patty sometimes when you get sassy.
I am
see
not
that.
sassy.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. As
That
your
was
nose
sarcasm.
grows.
Yeah, we'll just say the two.
Okay.
I don't want anybody else to feel left out by, you know, me picking favorites. So.
Everybody has their favorite a little bit. Just wait till the next video. We're going to talk teams, like who Roy ends up with. It's going to be a fight. Knock down, dry out, man. Sorry, friend.
It's gonna go down.
It's gonna get ugly.
You know, I think I've shared with you my philosophy on that whole thing and how it, yeah. Anyway.
We'll talk about
Next
it.
video.
Next video. So we've all heard Amy Sherman Palladino talk about how she based Stars Hollow on a little town in Connecticut called Washington Depot. It's a really charming little town. I've been there. Went there one Christmas with my husband. There's a little picture of me and my husband in the gazebo together. Oh. So we went during Christmas. It was lit up. It was beautiful. It was really charming. But I still think Stars Hollow is way better. So if you could Pleasantville into Stars Hollow into a character, who would you want to pop up as?
Suki.
That's good.
Rory.
Rory?
So I could go in the bookstore and they'd be like, okay, she's here again. I'll just let her read.
Let's see. Who would I be? I think I like Suki too, obviously. I'd probably want to be Suki also.
Like, from a bed and breakfast perspective, I like Lorelai, but personality and just the reality of being an overweight woman and that whole, the way she just handles herself.
That's not an issue for her.
And I love how
You don't notice it. You don't
Yeah.
notice her weight.
and through the entire show, they never mention her weight as a problem. Like in a lot of shows, they do the overweight jokes and stuff like that, but throughout the entire thing of Gilmore Girls, they never mention her weight as an issue for anything
Well,
ever.
and look at after the show, Melissa McCarthy. I mean, she blew up. I mean, she is a fantastic actress, and like just her comedic timing, but also like she's done some dramatic stuff too that's really fantastic. And you know, her whole career, like she's been overweight, and we love her, and we love seeing a woman of her size. I mean, she's lost a lot of weight now, but like we love seeing overweight women that we can relate to, because the reality is most women in America are overweight, and we don't get represented that often in TV and film.
without our weight being a factor.
Right, and it was never an issue with Suki, and she was so graceful about it. I mean, we know she was clumsy, but the fact that she was a little bit overweight, I mean,
She never made it, and she never mentioned, "Oh, I hate myself because I'm overweight."
exactly. She never felt sorry for herself about it.
She was always a
I
strong
just
woman,
think
no
I
matter
think
what.
she's beautiful. I think Melissa McCarthy, and the character Suki, both very beautiful.
Yeah, I like her quirkiness, and I love being in a kitchen. We were talking earlier about creative outlets, and that's my creative outlet. And there are a lot of ways I do identify with her. But I love that her personality far superseded no one can see Gilmore Girls and think of Suki as fat. You think of Suki as
Right.
adorable.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
So
You might notice it the first episode, but as soon as you meet her personality, you completely forget about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's a good role model.
She works hard. She loves her family, and she's very loyal to Lorelai and her family.
Absolutely. I mean, she did so much
She
for
will
her.
kick butt for Lorelai.
Yeah, Have you watched any other shows with any of the characters, the Gilmore Girls characters in them? I watched Parenthood with Lauren Graham. You said you're getting into Supernatural.
Yeah, I haven't gotten too far into it, but I'm starting to enjoy it more. And then Dirty Dancing, of course, because Emily's in it.
Well, I started watching This Is Us that has Milo in it, who played Jess. Have you watched anything with other characters?
No, and you just stumped me. 'Cause I'm I'd never put together that Milo was Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just ruined This Is Us for me.
Rachel's only watched the series through once because I just got her hooked on it, I think 3-4 months ago.
Now I'm gonna watch This Is Us, and all I'm gonna see is Jesse.
But also, before the actor who played Richard had passed away, he played the minister in How I Met Your Mother for whenever Robin and Barney got married.
Yeah.
He was in one or two part episode, or however many he was in.
Yeah.
Where they were getting married.
That's cool.
Well, then, of course, there's the whole Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah, definitely.
So what are you looking most forward to with it?
The new series.
Releases.
I want to know what's going on with Luke and Lorelai. I want to know where Suki and Jackson are, except for the one episode. Have they moved somewhere else? Did they open another branch of the inn, or why are they only in one episode?
Or maybe has her own restaurant, or
Yeah, she could be. They could own.
with Suki and Jackson's skill set, they could easily run their own restaurant if they needed to.
Definitely. Although she never had a good business head, but
Maybe Jackson. Well, Jackson has run his own business.
that's
so
true. He could
With
probably
being
do
a
that.
produce guy, he might know enough to where he'd be able to do okay, and then Suki can just be the head chef for.
You've never watched Kitchen Nightmares, have you?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
And then I guess the other thing that is intriguing to me is what the relationship between the Gilmore women is going to be without Dad in the mediator.
Well,
Yeah.
we obviously see in the trailer that Emily and Lorelai and Roy are interacting a lot.
And the
So-
fact that Emily is wearing blue jeans. She's not in her typical pantsuit type.
And a
tie.
t-shirt.
She's in a t-shirt and
She's in
blue
a
jeans.
The t-shirt she has on is kind of faded, maybe it was one that she wore when she was younger or something. I want to say thank you to my panelists, Danae and Rachel, for being here today.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks everyone for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Give us some comments, what you might like to see. If you'll comment on the YouTube comments where in this video you see the Dragonfly Inn logo, the first person to submit the correct answer in YouTube comments under this video will receive a free Gilmore Girls t-shirt. So make sure you look out for that, and Be fast. Be the first one to comment.
I know.
So anyway, we hope to make several more of these videos for you guys, and the way that we can do that is for you to subscribe, thumbs up our video, share it, watch it as many times as you like, and that will help us get some more made. So thanks guys, and thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.